Hello there my friends, and welcome to another speed build on my channel, and welcome to Thistlewood Farmhouse. Now Thistlewood Farmhouse is a family farmhouse it's got 4 bedrooms, but the 4th bedroom is actually in the granny annex that is off to the left hand side of the build, which I am actually starting building here, what you can see upon your computer screens or your iPads or your phones, whatever you are watching me on. Yeah, this is the little granny annex. So in the granny annex, it's got a bedroom, it's got a living area, and then downstairs it's actually got a bakery underneath of it. So in my head, the parent of this household, she's actually an elder. I'll tell you the storyline of the family moving in here, because I had a right little dramatic storyline going for this build, I tell you. Yeah, she is a baker, so she loves to bake for the local community, and the community love her baking. So she opened up a little mini bakery underneath of her little granny annex. And yeah, it's cool. I really enjoyed this build. I really did. It's very heavily inspired from kind of French farmhouse architecture, also Italian as well. I was looking at quite a few different reference images on Pinterest. And this build just came together very naturally. Now, this did take me a long time. It really did. It took me 5,000 years. I have no idea how many hours I put into this. Main reasons being the landscaping. I probably used every single debug bit of landscaping that you could get your filthy little mitts on. Yeah, I went to town. Are you okay, Blue? I think Blue's like hacking up a bit of bone there. But yeah, I went to town. In this build. Now, as I said, it's got 3 bedrooms. It's got a huge kitchen, a living area, and copious amounts of outside space. So it's got verandas and walkways, and it's got its own orchard as well to the back of the house. I actually planted cherry trees. So the best thing to do was probably to plant or put this house down, if you do put it down in your game, in the summer, because the summer months is when the cherry trees actually grow. I actually had it in autumn for my kind of video tour and stuff, and as I was player testing the house, it was just really pretty in the autumn. This is on the 40 by 30 lot in Windenburg. I think it's called the summer home lot. So yeah, I just find that it fit this particular lot the best. Now, what I will say is, with all of my builds, make sure you've got the move object cheat on when you are placing the house. And also there is no CC in this build at all, and there's no kind of pack limitations. When is there ever pack limitations with me? But just to kind of reinstate that fact to you, my friends, I hope you've had a good week. This is either coming to you on a Sunday or very early on a Monday. I know I said I'd get 2 builds out this week, but my timekeeping is shit and I didn't have the time to finish it. But it's coming to you nonetheless. So yeah, hopefully that it has come to you on the Sunday. I'm bloody hoping it is 9:45 as I am in the evening as I am doing this voiceover. So hopefully I can get it rendered and op before midnight. That's the test. We shall find out if I failed upon that. The chances are very likely. Very likely indeed. But yeah, I had, as I said, I had a whole lot of fun building this. Like I really did, especially looking at all of these gorgeous like Tuscany like farmhouses that I was looking at on Pinterest. It was giving me wanderlust. I really, really want to get to Tuscany one day. It seems like such a beautiful part of the world, but I'm not going to be going there anytime soon. But I would like to. I won't lie to you. Anyway, as I said last week, this week is going to be Let's Build a New Crest week. So I'm going to try and get 2 of those episodes out this week as well. And then I will tell you my plans for next week, my love. So next week, I'm going to be doing another story build. I know there's been a few of you people asking for story builds. If you are unaware of my story build series, I've done a couple on my channel, and what they are kind of haunted locations around the world. And what I do is build them in The Sims and do a kind of story over it and sort of tell you about the history, and we look at pictures of the house and stuff. So they're probably like one of my least kind of watched videos on my channel, and that doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me at all. It might not be people's thing, I don't mind, but I really, really enjoy making them, so I will. So that will be coming out the week after, along with some more speed builds, and then I'll sort of make a decision on what we're going to be bringing out the week after that too. I hope you're well anyway, my darlings. I hope you've had a good week. I am in complete and utter decorating mode within my house. If you remember me mentioning it in my speed build, my last speed build, I think it was. My house is going through a big renovation project. We bought a Victorian townhouse about 3 years ago now, and it was just in a horrid state. And it needed a full renovation. And I mean like walls coming down and all sorts, and windows being put, just hell on earth. If anybody out there who does renovations and enjoys it, you're weird. And that is all I'm going to say, because it is just, yeah, not for me. Not for me. Shan't be doing it again. No. I think the next time it would be any kind of construction project would be the day that hopefully would come where I can actually build my own house. That is the dream. The dream is to build my own house, but I won't be living in said house as it's being built. So that would probably be a lot less stressful than it has been renovating this place. But yeah, I'll go in a bit more about the renovations. We are doing our hallway. I've told you that before. And we're having to have the whole hallway, landing, the second landing, the downstairs entrance. We're having it all plastered. So that's going to be a big job, a big messy job. And I'm also going to be playing. I've got really lovely original floorboards underneath of the carpet that was down here. And I've kept most of them throughout the house apart from my bedroom. But I'm going to be keeping them in my office. Oh yeah, my office is being plastered as well and decorated. I'm going to paint the floorboards white. Now, if there's anybody out there who has done that in their own house, do you have any recommendations for any floorboard paint? If you do, pop it down in the comment box below, because I'd be very grateful. But yeah, and as I said, I'll try and do some like Instagram stories as it's being done and sort of show you guys what's going on. And I ordered a new desk as well, and I got it from IKEA actually. It was really nice. So I'm looking forward to that coming as well. I am. But anyway, this is the start of the huge project of this house being built on the outside. Now, a lot of this space is actually used just for landscaping. I really wanted to use some kind of real kind of French lavender and pretty white flowers and long flowing grass to kind of make it look like this place could be in the countryside and just completely littered with foliage and everything outside. I really wanted to bring that into this build. Also using these debug kind of cypress-esque trees to kind of give that French or Italian kind of vibe come through into this. And I think that was the kind of turning point where it started to look like it could be there. I was a bit stuck with the shutters as well. I know we didn't speak about the windows, but I use blinds. I've done it so many times. So have many of you guys. I just wish that these blinds came in. I really wanted to use like a real beautiful sort of muted blue on them, but they didn't have that in those blinds, and there was nothing else that would have looked like shutters. Sorry, not blinds. Was I saying blinds? I have no idea, but shutters on the outside of the house, Aidan. Yeah, I really wanted them in a really lovely blue, but they didn't have it, and I was gutted. Absolutely gutted. I was devastated, in fact. So I had to go for the green ones, and they still look pretty cool, but I would have loved to have seen them in a bit more of a blue-esque colour. I really would have. A whole lot of, you can see I've pulled out tons and tons of debug items. Yeah, we went to town. Now, with the interiors, I will show you the main living area, the kitchen, the master bedroom, but everything else in the house, I didn't have time to film. Well, I did film it, but this video would have been a good 45 minutes if I left the rest of the house in there. So, and also I filmed the bakery and the granny annex as well next door. So you get to see all of that kind of be built. And as always, don't worry about it. You will see everything in the video tour at the end anyway, because I'll film every room so you guys can have a little gander, a goosey gander. This will be up on the gallery as you guys are watching this. So if you want to go and download it, just use the DevonBumpkin hashtag. I know so many people have trouble finding my builds. And I think a lot of simmers out there struggle finding like other creators build, like EA origin pages. I don't know what you would call them. And I'm going to put that down to the fact that the Sims 4 gallery is absolutely user interfacely awful. I just made up loads of words then, but I think you know where I'm going with it. I just think it's awful. It's such an awful website or an awful online feature. I really hope it gets improved on. And I know that they did improve on it, but I still find it really bad. And all of the filtering stuff within The Sims I find really bad. Even down to like the build and buy mode, trying to filter stuff. I just think it's a bit pants. I really hope they bring in a different team to kind of get that sorted for Sims 5. And you guys probably think, why are you talking about Sims 5? Because I don't know. I think I'm kind of ready for it. I think I'm ready for Sims 5 now. I love The Sims 4. Don't get me wrong. I love building in The Sims 4, but I'm really looking forward to seeing the next iteration of The Sims 4 or The Sims. Sorry. I'm excited and I want it now. And then people out there are going to be, no, I'm not ready for it yet, but I am. Sorry, I just banged my mic. Yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm ready, willing and able, and I want it now. This is a little dining area out on the front veranda area. I thought this would have been a really beautiful place to come out and have like a real lovely evening meal. There are several tables in this house. There's also a dining room on the inside of the house as well. And another patio area with a big kind of circular 6-seater, I think they are. 6-seater table on the outside as well. So there are plenty of places for your Sims to choose where they want to go and eat. The choice is theirs. But yeah, I do quite a bit of detailing off of camera as well with this build. So sorry that I couldn't keep it all in, but my God, my speed builds are going to be just getting longer and longer by the looks of things. I used to be very good at keeping it under half an hour. I'm one of these people that I can watch an hour-long speed build. It doesn't bother me, but I know some people out there just haven't got the time and they just don't enjoy it. So I always try and keep mine under half an hour, but I've been failing as of late. So apologies to you guys that don't enjoy watching the longer speed builds, but it couldn't be helped. Anyway, we're on to the start of this major project of landscaping. So I had a colour palette in mind, lots of pinks, whites, and lavendery purple colours. And with soft muted greens, and that's what we got here. That is what we got. So I hope you like it. I really do. I tweeted out on Twitter as well today. It was so funny to see some of the replies. And I tweeted out, does anybody get obsessed with one song and repeat that song until you wonder what life was like before you discovered it? Because same. I've been absolutely addicted to a song called Say So. It's by Doja Cat. I really, really love that artist. I've only found her recently as well. But oh my God, I've just been repeating that song and just grooving on down in my office chair, doing this speed build to that song. It's been a lovely time. And yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Also, Lady Gaga's new song as well. Absolutely. I love it. I'm so glad that she's kind of came back into the kind of pop. I loved all of her other stuff, don't get me wrong. Yeah, kind of the pop genre kind of dance. It was very synthy, very 80s. I loved it. Let me know what you guys thought of it as well in the comments below. I'd be very interested in hearing from you. Sounded a bit weird then. Excuse me. What am I watching on Netflix at the minute as well? I know we're talking about crap, but as I said, it's like sitting down and talking to a friend, and this is the kind of shit I like to talk about. So I finished Lock and Key. Now I won't spoil it for anybody. But I liked the first maybe 5 episodes, and after that the characters were starting to really annoy me. But I watched the whole thing. I finished it. And yeah, she really started to bug me. It was the daughter. I forgot what she was called. Damn it. I'm not good with names. Yeah, she really, really started to annoy me. And what else did I just watch recently as well? I'll have to find it on my phone. It was made by the same people as Stranger Things. And each episode was so short as well. It was they were 20 minutes long, for each episode. Where is it? I'm trying to find it and I'm going to fail. It is called I Am Not Okay With This. Yeah, I watched the whole of that as well the other day and I loved it. That was so cool. Such a good series. I'm really looking forward to seeing some more from that series. And I loved the fact that each episode was kind of 20 minutes long. It was just a little slice of goodness. I enjoyed it. Let me know if any of you guys have watched it. I'd be very interested. And let me know if you've got any recommendations as well. I have watched a lot of stuff on Netflix, so it's probably a good chance that I have seen what you're going to say. But anyway, back garden. We have been putting a pool down. And what I did is pulled these trees out of debug. They kind of got this trellis thing over the top. And put them in some planters and just put them either end of the pool. I just thought they looked really cute like that. And yeah, I loved this back garden area. I loved how it kind of tiered down what I did with the terrain. I kind of tiered it down and had this little slope moment coming from the big veranda area that kind of surrounds the whole build. I thought that was a cool little touch. A lovely little touch from me there. Oh, that sounds a bit weird as well. I keep saying weird comments, don't I? This is the orchard. This is the orchard. So you can see I put down cherry and lemon trees. Now, depending on what season you want to sort of play in, these will grow in summer, but you could put this house down in fall and maybe swap them out for apple trees and have an apple orchard. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a blocked nose. So yeah, I was wondering that maybe I would have loved it or preferred it to have been apple trees, but for some reason they don't grow in the summer. They kind of grow in the fall, when I'm sure apples do grow in the summer. I'm sure I've seen it. My mum and dad's got an apple trees, and I'm sure on the apple trees they had apples on them. Could be wrong, could be completely wrong, and it was just a childhood fantasy. I have no idea. Now, this is that little patio area directly out from the dining area. So I put one of these big garish umbrellas up outside just to kind of have a lovely little area for your Sims to come out and enjoy the summer or whatever season it could be. I am not too sure. With the interiors to this place as well, I did kind of have a big eclectic mix of wood tones and not so much styles. I tried to keep it in this very farmhousey style, but also still quite modern, but with very, very traditional influences in there as well. I really wanted that to come through with this build, and I'm really happy with the layout of this build as well. It flows very nicely, if I do say so myself. But yeah, you guys, you'll see that in a little jiffy when we go inside and start furnishing the inside of the house. But yeah, I love it. I do. As I say with all my builds, I absolutely love it. Won't lie to you. I think it's always good, healthy, in fact, to congratulate yourself on something that you've worked so fucking hard on. So feel free to give yourself a big pat on the back, my friends, if you have built something in The Sims 4 recently and you're proud of it. Because yes, and that's where it's going to go. Anyway, this is the main living area, my darlings. So this house actually has 2 staircases. It was quite a long house, so I wanted to have kind of a staircase at one end and a staircase at the other. So it kind of, yeah, your Sims weren't walking around the house too much to be able to get down to where they needed to be. And yeah, I was happy. I was happy with it. So lots of muted down tones. I always forget where that brick's from. Is it from Jungle Adventure, the one that I've got on the wall there? But I love it. I really want to do an exterior build with that, like a modern house with that brick on it. I think that could be pretty cool. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. My next build, I won't tell you what it is, but I have made a start on it. My next speed build, so it won't be coming next week, but the week after. It's going to be another modern one. I've gone all haywire with the modern buildings. And it is in the world of Sulani. Ooh, there's a little hint for you there. So we'll be visiting Sulani in the next speed build. I'm very excited for it. And I may or may not have used a cheeky little bit of CC in there as well. So have a little look out for that, friends. That's coming soon. Very soon. Once again, I was struggling to get things up on the shelves because nothing fits on the shelves, and I still haven't downloaded that damn OMSP shelf. Why is it called OMSP shelf? Is that the creator? OMSP? I have no idea. Enlighten me. But I still need to download that into Game 2, so I'm not using the 9 key because the 9 key is hell. A hellscape that I don't want any part of. Yeah, not for me. I use these gorgeous, I think they're base game, the arches. I could be wrong. Those really kind of churchy-esque pointed archways. I use them throughout this build, on the outside and the interior. But yeah, I love them. They just connect the rooms really nicely. And yeah, I use the same wallpapers throughout the whole of this build as well. A mixture of 2 wallpapers and the same flooring downstairs, like that flagstone that's on the floor now, which was from the Jungle Adventure. Yeah, Jungle Adventure. And then upstairs I use the curly wood, which is also from Jungle Adventure as well. I just thought it felt right. It just felt right. This is the main family kitchen. There are 2 kitchens on this lot. One of them being in the granny annex where, I forgot what she's called, Celia, I think. I think the nan is called Celia. She's the one who does all the baking. And obviously, like in The Sims 4, you can't have a residential and kind of retail lot in one. Why, I don't know. I think that would be them. They missed a massive thing there when they actually designed Get to Work. But you could maybe switch it over to oh no, that wouldn't work either. So yeah, you've just got a bakery at your house, really. I just really wanted it in my house. I had this storyline in my head, and I was like, oh, a lovely little bakery on the lot would be so cute. But hey, she can bake. Whoever moves into the lot, they can bake for their children or something. We'll leave it at that, darlings. I think that'll be fine. As usual, I'm completely yabbering on about shit and just letting my mouth run before my brain actually catches up with what I'm saying. So if you've lasted this long into the speed build, I congratulate you on the fact that I just congratulate you. Well bloody done. You've bared with me as I have talked utter crap. And that deserves a medal. If I could give you a medal, I would. But I haven't got one. Oh, God. I'm just realising what I'm saying. Oh, hell. Hey, you're here. You seem to enjoy it. So that's where it's going to be. This is the main dining area. So this is the big family dining room. And it goes on to that little patio outside with another little table. And I really wanted a dining room straight off the kitchen area, even though there is a big dining table at the front of the house as well. I just thought maybe it could be winter. It's Windenburg after all, it could snow. So they would need a little dining area on the inside of the house too. I would kill for a kind of Italian world, like a very kind of not like obviously Tuscany or southern France or do you know what I mean? Something like that. I want a world like that now where we see a bit more of a European vibe into it. We've had the only one being Windenburg, really. I'd like to see some more European worlds. Sorry, I'm playing with my chair. You'll probably hear that in the microphone. I'd like to see some more of European worlds. Full stop, please. Thank you. Any worlds that you guys would like? What worlds would you love to see in The Sims 4? Oh, there are so many. There are so many that I would like to see. I still want to see a residential kind of alpine world as well, like Granite Falls, but more with skiing and slopes. And I'd love to see something like that. Being able to build like chalets and yes, give it to me now. This is the master bedroom anyway, so very muted down with dark browns and greens, and still keeping the same furniture kind of here as around the house. In my head as well, I forgot to mention the grandfather, so the one that sadly passed away. He was a carpenter, so he made all the furniture in this house, and that was the storyline for it. I thought it was very sweet and very lovely. Now, this is the ensuite off of the master bedroom. So, there are 3 bathrooms in this house, 1 downstairs and 2 upstairs. So, this one is the ensuite off of the master one. I don't film the other 2 because, as you know, with me, bathrooms are boring unless I'm using CC. Unless I'm using CC, or I'm going to be doing something, I don't know, like a spa or something like that, where I really want to show off the bathroom. Bathrooms to me are just a little bit bleh to kind of build, so I don't show them, and I'm sorry if you enjoy watching a bathroom. I really am. So this is the little bakery area anyway. I love that the entrance to the bakery is kind of at the front of the house, and it's got its own kind of mini entrance. I love that little idea there. And there's not much in here. I do a couple of tables in here as well for the patrons to come in and enjoy their freshly baked croissants, or that was what was in my head. When you download this lot, I will make sure that those fridges are stock full of goodies as well, so you can just go in and munch on it, or your sim can. But yeah, I'll make sure that they are stocked full of goodies for you lovely people. Watch me fail now, and there'll be nothing in there. I just completely forget about it. Yeah, that's usually the case with me. I'm very forgetful. Very, very forgetful. This is the kitchen area as well. Now, I start off doing this kind of layout, and all of that changes. A bit of a weird shaped room to try and furnish. But in the end, we get there, and it's cute. It's a cute little kitchen, and this is directly off of the bakery area as well. So the granny sim can come in here and, bake to her heart's content, my darlings. I just thought that would be nice for a bit of storyline, having a proper kitchen off of the bakery area. I thought it would have made sense, rather than your sim having to go all the way to the main house to bake and then bring it back here. It just doesn't make sense. Now, the residential bit to this granny annex is completely separate to the bakery as well. So there's no kind of entrance kind of into each other. There are separate entrances on the outside. One goes into where she lives and one goes into where she's going to be baking. I just really liked that idea. Thought it was very cute, and I was absolutely 100% undoubtedly here for it. Oh god, it's 10 o'clock at night, and I haven't done any yoga today, so as soon as I finish with this voiceover and I'm getting it rendered, I'm going to go into the bedroom and do a good solid hour of yoga before I get into my pajamas. Is there anybody who does yoga out there? I'd be very interested to hear how many people are practicing yoga out there. I love it, and I've recently been getting right back into it again. So I'm keen to know if there's any yogis out there. Let me know in the comments below. I'd be very interested to know. This is a cute little granny. Well, it's gone now, but that was the sitting area. Yeah, cute little, using those awful striped sofas. Like, I don't know, there's something quite, I can't help but like them. And I think it's the fact that it's got cushion details, and the fact that the Sims 4 don't really do cushion details on the sofas. I enjoyed the fact that they did with that one. Very nice indeed. And it's also a semi kind of mezzanine bedroom area. Not really, it's kind of a stairway, but it's got that feel to it. It almost feels like a mezzanine bedroom on the top. And it's quite a large room as well. So I made sure to stuff it full of antique furniture in a mishmash of colours, but still kind of marrying together quite nicely. I still wanted the theme of these light woods with the dark wood floor to kind of come through. I liked it. It's got a balcony area as well. I didn't film sort of furnishing the balcony, but this little granny annex, straight off of the bedroom, it's got a lovely little balcony area where the granny can come out and have a little afternoon or evening tea or something. But yeah, I am happily going to leave you now because I feel like I've talked a lot of shit in this part, and I am very sorry. I'm very sorry I've put you all through it. I really am. But anyway, guys, I will see you this week for some more Let's Build Newcrest. But until then, I shall leave you with the video tour. Goodbye.